And a match day 2 of the Champions League, and run match day 1 by match day 2 to me akoswenya sem keto akra. Aha I sports sorry na ya tena say e ba be rewura nsem ni mu hye no so say my bet.africa and also ya say my bet.africa we betwa better my bet and my bet any street is watching e kan bomu e ma say streaming party na nya asem keto akokọ nam bia me we no nya asem keto akra ultimu say Chelsea nane ye Barcelona 3 ma amafo nya omo bae no achede amafo nya from my bet no nya asem keto ultimu say omo betting voucher manfo de twa bet na de omadine over 2.5 nko games no nyina over 2.5 abo to twa de am ye sure say by now what team kra nya asem keto ye ko fa Liverpool shame no so no aka fa yen den nya asem keto anti ye de ahye ye ho di nyame adom ochena ye be say twa Europa na fe ya say betumi ate ye ho de a na me no ka say Liverpool atena fie ema PSV NOV na bomb 4 ema team 1 4 team 1 Arsenal the Gunners almost show say yes they are back, and this time no they are not a soft club, they are a very hard club to beat. I'm telling you, almost share Real Madrid last season, almost share Bayern Munich this season. Make me catch you say that time almost share Real Madrid, now Real Madrid they stop on pa and almost stop you and at this time Bayern Munich the whole Europe almost lose match here. Almost call Parc des Princes ekwachi PSG show PSG 3 iti Arsenal atri omonemu oma bom 3-1 wa Emirates enya asem keto akra Vincent Company ultimu say yes ni tina yes e passe ni chese otwuna anwene chese enya asem keto akra e wo honum ti berum na fi Real Madrid to return to winning ways 4-3 e wo Olympiacos home e wo honum you know cause Paris Saint-Germain actually Tottenham Hotspur abo 5-3 enye easy cry Atlanta ebo Remo Frankfurt kwache Frankfurt bono 3-0 Atletico Madrid she Inter Milan 2-1 and Sporting Lisbon eche Club Brugge ebo nani so honum earlier Copenhagen she miensa ema Karata Mati she mienu saso na Pafos for me stubborn pa Moni Monaco able to honma answer quickly in games in Vincent. Yeah. Ne you're watching pa from street is watching and then champion man you better say what to me joining it. You room also want some kappa with Liverpool. Vincent yenra games in more.
Yeah, and I say oko my bed comment section wa amanfo isu say Salisu I say on bet and Obi Podi say this is the second time Mohamed Salisu ongoing last minute I say any bet, but what the most important thing is at least he had a very good game.
Yes, you know buy
yes.
No. He could have like I was born a boba yeah. Did born a boba born it.
And the most important thing is man of the match, one man of the match. I mean, in the game. So, quite unfortunate. Say, about least I mean, my share games ni muna. Yeah. Share how I never see over the this Champions League week. Osha least Arsenal ni buy a game no. I believe say probably if Bayern Munich 18 games unbeaten run finally say about to an end to teammates say Arsenal. It means that currently Arsenal is the best team in the world currently. Because in the Premier League, I'm the first. And in fact, in this Champions League I born in this season, they are the only team who lose game in the Champions League this season. So Mikel Arteta team no. Yeah, but rest season the signings, strategic signings and how the rest season I'm say yes. For the past 5-8 years, 6 years, Arteta Bayern, we are building team. They've been bottling the leagues, cups, a lot of trophies since Arteta Bayern. And if you watch this Arsenal team, used to, who say these are young players, young squad. For the past 3-4 seasons, experience be more game minimum. So to me, Arsenal team Listo, I'm not surprised someone winning this game.
Okay.
Going into the game, a lot of people believe that Arsenal was going to were going to win this game. Yeah. And they've won that game. Yeah, but game it was a game between the best defensive side, which is Arsenal, and then the best scoring side, which is Bayern Munich. Prior to this game, now Bayern shot 12 goals. And now conceded 3 goals. So in the Champions League. So now in as much as Bayern share goals, no. Defensively, they are solid. Go back, one of the goal conceded out of that 3, no, back against Chelsea. And look at the number of games on Mabo. And Arsenal, so games they make sure say they are not conceding goals and they are winning all the games. So probably our Emirates was going to be a very difficult game for Bayern Munich for no. Kudos to Arsenal team, and Mikel Arteta. Listo. This season, if I look into the Champions League, Bona PSG Bono, there's no way they are going to retain the Champions League. Bona Madrid Bono, there is no way Madrid can win this Champions League. The only team.
Is it not too early?
Oh, no. Listo. And you're too early. Bona Madrid Bono, there's no turning back. Turning back so easily. Bona Madrid this season.
They can make maybe a coach changes. Maybe.
Anytime because currently, if I look at the team now, who team be capable of the Champions League this season than Arsenal.
Look,
so far matches on my ball. If Omu change Alonso or Listo, you bet me I say maybe the new coach member. I think also 1 year preseason.
We've seen Chelsea.
Yes.
Starting season a best man.
Yes, and I remember because a 50-50. And then they 50-50. Yes, one team predicted that things now Omu changes Xabi Alonso. The next coach who will come in will definitely change everything. It happens a lot. We've seen coaches come in half of the season. More tiny things around. And we've also seen coaches come in half of the season. Things are very, very bad. Ruben Amorim won the last season.
But why is there a conversation? I'm a person Alonso.
Oh yeah,
Alonso has not had a bad season so far.
Yeah, but you see on the topic, the all kinds of Amorim so or the Europa final.
But one
after realizing say the league, he will not be able to do well. He managed to get to the final.
Yeah.
So maybe a team like Real Madrid, right? Even Man United, Nana crown, but he managed to get the team to the final.
Yeah.
But if there is maybe Alonso in the January, Omar Sakeno, or be the club about, now say, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Say, it is too early because even the group phase games in Ukraine, the young and okay, last season, Paris Saint-Germain was struggling against Girona. It took the last kick of the game.
Yeah.
We win 2-1. How many PSV and Ovinia no Makoche Liverpool? About 1-1. I remember they were struggling to the extent they needed to go and beat Stuttgart before even playoffs in Ukraine. The Akam. What I said?
Yeah.
And Omokobo Stuttgart had Omoko 3 goals. Mbappe, what do you call it? Dembele. It's on Ukraine. All Baby winning Ballon d'Or. Oh, you saw second half of the season on they winning Ballon d'Or. Because first half now Arsenal against against Arsenal show almost a 3 or 2-1. Almost dropping because of attitudinal issues, right? I'm saying, look, a team like Madrid and it's our big boys. A change in coach and a change in direction. Now one player be better team a lot can change. What I say?
Yes,
that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Performance in the group phase. Wow, performance in the group phase. Look at what happened.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, whatever you are saying is very true. Obi said PSG, they didn't qualify as one of the automatic teams. Omobo playoffs,
yes,
and they qualify. So whatever you are saying is true. But to me, per the current performance, as of now, from both the league, domestic leagues and the Champions League, I believe that Arsenal, the team, I believe that they have the best team in the world currently. Quickly on a Liverpool game, no, you see. It is quite unfortunate that Liverpool will lose to PSV, especially at Anfield. After say, will lose to fear. I mean, over the weekend. You see, Listo, if you look at us Liverpool team this season now, they've lost 9 games out of the 12 games on board this season. And the last time it's not catch was when they were winning games at the late stages of the games on board at the early stage of this season. Make sure me catch them say it will be very difficult for them because starting season, what starting ball draw, winning games later stages of the game. Last season, Liverpool had 23 points from losing positions.
Okay.
Last season, but this season, 0. Unya show more. It means that so when you have a game, me catch a virus say PSV are sure no. I don't see Liverpool winning this game because last season, who show more? It's either they will come and draw the game, and then they will come and win. But this season, out of the so far games in all competition, we show Liverpool almost are losing position. They find it very difficult. All the games are winning in late, drawn at the late. They were games that take lead. Yes.
Yeah.
So listen, there's a huge problem with Liverpool this year. 1, the coach is parts. 2, they did a very bad business this summer transfer window. And then again, they have to know, say, Virgil van Dijk harassed it. Van Dijk time as soon. In fact, Konate has been the scapegoat all these years. And also this season, one of the worst performance ever in Liverpool shirt. If you look at Konate, they are NSA almost second goal PSV Chelsea. He did a mistake. He went to cover, but he was expecting Van Dijk able close that space, no. But Van Dijk didn't do that because usually he don't do that. And now they are missing a typical traditional number 6 in such situations, and that is what is affecting them. Almost signing some Frimpong, they were pra. Milos Kekes and Farman, the kind of game he was playing for Bournemouth last season, he hasn't even done 20%, 30% of that since he came to Liverpool. Van Gravenberch last season, arguably, he was the best midfielder in the league last season. Oneji Young Player of the Year. This season, the injuries, he has been on and off. McAllister, Oko, Dominic Szoboszlai, you're born right back. Florian Wirtz almost spending over £100 million to buy. The most expensive striker and the most expensive player in the British history. Alexander Isak. Also, finding the fit. The only player who are finding the fit is Hugo Ekitike. And I know I think that he got injured and Omode Isak Bemo. So listen, Liverpool for no, they are struggling. And in fact, we a big team. They've been in this situation before. Oman struggle him over 30 years of Manji League, So I believe that the Fenway group the executives of Liverpool, they will have a way on meeting the other. But now whatever is happening at Liverpool, I has a giant slot in some. I've seen it in a lot of teams. Who a top coach saying, but the moment team in be free in seven, we are then there's no way.
Now, is it that we're losing the trust of the players? Because if Liverpool there or go home, coming from a weekend, what's if you lose it badly to Nottingham Forest?
Yeah.
Or go home against a year opposition be a year Kuntan be a PSV. Or consider first goal. Now what's it? Now 4 at the account. Is it that we're losing dressing room now? Man, say, then what is the issue with Liverpool?
Listen. You can lose the dressing room, but if you have good players enough, especially in games like this, they will win you that game. If you look at the Liverpool team, you see the last time Mourinho can say me say even a coach Karim Zito, Kotoko coach, or can say me say team be ever be share Kotoko. How I prepare no? It's not like that. If Basake Holy Stars or share Kotoko, so game no ball against Kotoko. And next game no. Sankobon is and conquer relegation. It is true. Once you are the champions, Liverpool Premier League and how you performed last season. Obi eba be share wa. Ordinary game eba. Look at Nottingham Forest game no. Last season he lost to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest when Liverpool was unbeaten. And this is Nottingham Forest team. They've massacred 2 coaches already. Now Sondai Kaba. They are coming into the game. Very, very strong. If you look at Liverpool team list, they are players of Moho Sisiano, or more loose form. Look at Van Dijk. Arguably, who check the performance so far this season and the worst performance ever since about Liverpool.
About Premier League because me sure say Southampton club.
No, and I'm on say Southampton. Jobeka say maybe omo share but this season list since about Liverpool and West so far.
What should they do? Is it okay? So let's go back. Is it that the contractor not almost some of them they should have stuck with the initial plans that they will not give them a year
the contract
extension.
Is it? I think giving Salah and Van Dijk contract extension was the best thing to do because at that moment, now here is the case: Liverpool making all these signings, but they couldn't buy a defender.
I didn't know more allow more last a year because you me say almost running football. They don't do it like the way Ghana running football. No. At least say Akawo 2 years contractor. They will have to give you 2 at the back home and now 3, now you're 5.
Yeah.
Because they trust you. They believe in you. Right? I didn't think somebody like Van Dijk, any more Salah. On be allow omo contract. I do a year the last last year. Last year in the middle. And some contract. It means that Omo decided they want to move on from them because a season before Abeje League, they were not too good.
Yeah.
And we are under judging club, they were not too good. So it appears they wanted them to leave after last season, right? And in the course of the season, Omo say, Charlie, now at the end of Momo, they've gained the supporters need trust because Omo to me at the league, So let's reward them. If going back, don't you think like initial thoughts no munya and we shouldn't give these guys new contract because the monies that they are on and the kind of performance of them are not there. And because some contract extension, I think it's better because like young players now you are not giving a young player enough wage and our wages.
Yeah, easy.
What I say, and that player will learn or a lot of motivation here there.
Yeah, you see, I believe you have a point, but you see, you check Liverpool hierarchy now since Omunya changes of the reason why it's here, Salah, Trent, and then Van Dijk more contract in sense of minister say also mu change sporting director. Okay. So my conversation is totally because it's here if I'm a sporting director, now the contract extension 36 on sign, now I'm free. The new sporting director he also prepare a different one. That is the case. Signing money in a buy. But then I don't think any Liverpool fan Liverpool were ready to lose 3 key players. I mean, your transitions are. That's the reason why I'm for that Italian young boy in the bar say, "Come understand the vision of Van Dijk. Van Dijk know about Remo. There's the reason why they wanted to buy Magui." Senka Umbra and a Magu so deal fully out during the last diamonds of the transfer window. So to me, I think that Liverpool for the plan or Modi sometimes I plan out the bebano. Ebedu baby ne buachia. The thing is, their players are not performing this season, and that is it. And coach and so tactics now is in fact. So to me, their players are not performing. I slot tactics in a woo, and then again. They did a very bad reinforcement, especially during the summer transfer window. If signings like Omuyen, yeah, but now here is the case. These signings Omuyen, in fact, and these same players are still playing. So definitely they are going to struggle. To me, unless maybe I in a slot a call back, a static body formation how or not or Masubos Lambert in normal number 10 static Robertson and Van Dijk a game number. So yes, they will struggle this season. To be very honest, if they continue like this, I'm sure top 6 club will be more in the Premier League this season.
All right. You would
mention 1 or 2 games.
Okay.
Yeah, starting with Real Madrid and Olympiacos.
Yeah.
One of the games I find it very exciting because proud to this match. Boy over the weekend. No, they drew. And a better conversations. People were say and Vinicius in the dressing room, this and that. But I was in the game now, Kylian Mbappe bagged 4 goals. To emphasize he's still up, up for the tax. And that conversation in our form or they pay at least on yet Yamadia or Basa.
Okay.
This is Mbappe at Real Madrid. So
okay, so we with Mbappe no, Cristiano Ronaldo 40 years. Was 954 goals. Lionel Andre Messi 38 was 896 goals. Then Kylian Mbappe 26-year-old was 403 and Erling Haaland 25 years old was 335.
And I wish Mbappe first season at Real Madrid very slow. Even to the point and I'm going for say maybe an form number form he needs to go back to PSG and but this season what you say the Ballon d'Or is his target the Golden Boot is his target of last year, and this year no there's nobody sitting ahead of him. And even this too should also emphasize the point when it comes to any form the La Liga and as a Champions League he still knows how to score.
Yeah. But last season you say I was not back. I think or struggle a few matches and was started to pick and was shares goals no share. But at the end of the day, Ballon d'Or shout no, he was nowhere to be found. So it means that I was in the club no, ebo modi BB. This year I was a Champions League omutumeje. I was a otumeje
the league, the La Liga,
and the Champions League.
Yes.
Do you think the Real Madrid team will be to Mabuanama? Or to match the Champions League?
Real Madrid team, no. As a team, they are very unpredictable.
Okay.
Especially in Champions League.
Okay.
Previous seasons, and you see, they get to a point. I think that the only team in names about Champions League is Real Madrid.
Yeah.
At a point, Ubetima realized they say, form in the La Liga are very low.
They ban the Champions League.
They have a way to at least one way or the other.
Okay.
How many 9 minutes goes Michelle last season to be able to get to the point where they got to? And for Champions League, I don't have an issue. It's the La Liga an issue, no?
Okay.
Because last season, Barca scoring them back and forth, even in the Copa del Rey, almost sure. But this season, Real Madrid has started building up to the point they are no more intimidated by any tactics of Barca.
Okay.
Even the first match, El Clasico ACN, we saw what Lamine did. But in the Real Madrid team, the dominance form said, we need to win this match. We need to start that conversation. Say, we are one of the greatest clubs in the world. Into translating that into a game now more boy. I'm amazed because Vinicius had 2 assists in the game. Ada Gule enya 1 assist and Kamavinga Sonia 1 assist. So it's preaching said they are being united one way or the other. No Nkogu Yenko straight to PSG and at Tottenham was first. 5 goals to 3. The conversation again is PSG back? Are they picking up?
I think they met a team of BM Somasa. Tottenham was best. Look, I watched them against Chelsea. I watched them against Arsenal. Tottenham Hotspur is not a standard.
Tottenham?
Yes, they are not a standard. I'm telling you.
Upon all the signings,
coaches they are meant for mid-table teams.
Okay.
What I say, give them Brentford, Stoke City, Sunderland. They will make it seem as if they are there.
Big, yeah.
But look at Tottenham Hotspur against Chelsea. So abysmal. And it was that bad.
I feel that game is and there's something Chelsea is doing. Or the Mami Falmin chipping real quick. The players are playing for themselves as a team.
Okay.
And also for the coach.
Okay.
Who check it the effort of somebody like Caicedo.
Yeah.
The input. The runs. How do you know? And your coach in a bet Chelsea, yeah. You Nankasa as a player
yes.
should mentally position yourself. Say,
now I'm not going to allow anybody to bypass.
One of the players almost relaxing Caicedo.
Okay.
And look at the way Estival is picking up.
So that
Garnacho's performance at Chelsea assistant.
Okay. So does it suggest that Tottenham Hotspur from the players are not
It looks like.
okay?
And then again, I'll agree with you on the coach because as a coach, no, when I was
you
making
need
sure
to
say
get the best out of all of
the
them.
best out of them. All relax now, not so relax. Yeah, eventually United.
Okay.
So on that
So
note,
what do you think on PSG? Yes, they've been able to beat
PSG has not been a big Ocean League now. They recently lost some games. Yeah, all of now.
To me, they struggle to score goals. To be honest, maybe Dembele, Praniso Kahubi.
Yes, but you can't also take the fact, Charlie. Teams now, if you play high-paced football a certain season, now it's translated to the next season. Players never.
Club World Cup, I have a toll on them,
Charlie. And at Chelsea for so they almost dying minutes. No, it's another thing. And I think the excitement from winning the Champions League for the very first time last season. No, I think that is and not a bit more carry on far in this Champions League because there's been a team fighting for the Champions League last season. Omunyai. So everybody's also expecting them. But then again, we'll check on track record. I say Arsenal.
Okay.
They can start giddy, and that will take me to Arsenal's game.
Okay, they are ready to win the Champions League.
This is nothing new from Arsenal. With the football is cheaper. You don't say this is what Arsenal is built for. To entertain you, I say Netflix. No, when the cars are there. Arsenal has been, it's like
Ever.
It's like a Netflix movie. You are waiting for the next
season.
The next season.
Omukudra no bottle league, no
They
net cap.
have
No.
a very good start and mid, especially in Premier, playing the Premier League. Almost starting, you see them. Middle, you see them. But getting to the latter part and also the last section of the league, no. Now I don't know if it's you're too comfortable and now say break.
Because you see, and the whole kind of match so. Look at how Chelsea has struggled a league in this season. At some point, people were even calling for the sack of Enzo Maresca.
Yes.
Right. Arsenal, upon all their signings, they are winning. If you check the league table now,
Points, no.
should Chelsea beat Arsenal this weekend? About 3 points there.
You see?
So I don't know, say how because it appears that Omu winning, but they are not increasing the gap.
Is on an unbeaten journey.
Yes.
But and yet that thing where they are winning 3 points. And I say they are making, they have the momentum in Canada, bro. Arsenal, Arsenal is always true. And that is one of the things that they pick up that thing first and I made last 9 minutes, no. And I say so Mugema Eba so Arsenal and
will be
one because Arsenal have momentum, no. They started well, they are still going.
Yeah.
Chelsea didn't start well. And that is very dangerous because once starting or realizing the mistakes no correct.
Yeah.
So I think that would be one of the best matches. But for the Champions League, I'm not taking Arsenal as a team unbeaten for Champions League. Although they are on top, they are running unbeaten. But still, unless we get to the knockout stages, normal ball, first, second match, then you can see momentum is still
okay. So Liverpool.
Liverpool.
As Man United fan, you are happy what they are going through. But what do you think is the problem?
The problem is the coach. There's a saying say you don't change a winning team and formula.
Okay.
The time our club war honor, you know that when it comes to high pressing football, say now so you having the ball known to me in Bosch, it's Liverpool. But now what do we see? A team memo beyond that I say Mo Salah wabre and that's what about looking at what he does in games, he still have that magic moment in games. But at the end of the day, when you have some magic moments now, what is the plan? Club system, no. Salah Nyaboa, there's somebody available for him to give him the pass.
Okay.
Salah Nyaboa, Obi creative space, wa dribble by inside. But now what do we see? Salah Nyaboa, no, there's somebody there to attack him. So there's no space for anything. Virgil van Dijk has been a problem since he started playing for Liverpool. But Obi, because we had players normal buano.
Matip Monet.
Van Dijk on a one-on-one, uncle, or another player, or Konate Sombra. No, Achiano, no, or call the Chiba. Because when ya obi oneno to me pair, Konate is not the fastest defender.
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk and Konate of the same pace. So said. So there's no way you can pair the two of them and have a good result, especially if you are playing against a team that knows how to run. So what I say. So the whole coach now what's say, go back to club system. There's nothing wrong with that. You've spent over him 400
million pounds.
More than 300 million pounds.
Yeah. And you just how many players? 4 and also 3 players. Right?
Oh, they bought the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper. There's someone on last season. No?
But account how they account. He has a new goalkeeper. 2 new fullbacks. Then a number 10.
And that defender back.
Defender back.
And a striker.
Striker. And yes.
Strikers me.
So nobody should tell me say he doesn't have players he can play with. But I said, man, after the game you Lucy and Wabacha said he's as confused as any other coach. How can a coach come and stand in front of press conference? No catch say he's confused. Were you not part of the signing? And I said, oh, yes, signing now. Oh, trip more. You were part. You were there. And I'm sure say he even had an input selecting the players. Isaac, do what you saying? What was the plan for Isaac? All praying, going back and forth. No, what was the plan?
So they wanted to show Newcastle something because they gave Newcastle ultimatum to say it's either they accept where and I said they will go and sign Hugo Ekitike and sign Isaac and wait for an arm and almost show me myself.
And American so Adrena near Juma at that point.
Okay,
because you should have a plan. Isaac or Newcastle, what was he? How was he playing? Who were the players around him? When it comes to Liverpool, everybody's looking for Mo Salah. When you go to Newcastle, everybody was looking for one Alexander Isaac. And the reason why Ekitike is making his name and I say or to be Bobo on here, say he's somebody who knows how to carry the ball more than Isaac.
Okay.
So no to etimi ba ebe ball no. And now you see there's something called reflex. And he has that more than Isaac. So you as a coach, you need to identify, say, okay, so this is your player now. Then I'll be one. And not forgetting, say, you have a legend in your team, which is Mo Salah, that everybody is playing for. And you have somebody who is from another team and everybody was playing for. It's all me, no. Why never catch and say, Ombre no one say, Emma born in wine. And or how are the two players going to marry and play football? So, slot there. I'm thinking, say, hey, Bia, on my next match, no. Uncle, yeah. Because you can't play home and concede 10 goals.
Yeah.
In 3 matches. A team like Liverpool.
So they considered.
I think, on my last 3 games now, I'm losing now. I'm consider 3+ goals. And the last time we see almost 1953.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So,
wow. Liverpool issue need a whole lot. But I think, sir, I know how some of these things work, right? I think Diogo Jota incident, they didn't manage it well. Because look, in Ghana here or in Africa here, we are all struggling. We are all, sometimes, right, it appears that when you die, it's even better. You understand? You are going to rest because you are struggling too much. Mm-hmm. But for them, the affection they get from themselves, so. And look, I read about Diogo Jota, and they said he was like an infectious person.
Yeah.
Somebody or babia or ma obia fele
presence.
There is a human being
around
among us, and to lose such a person in that manner, any say Liverpool for now and say okay, let's get proper therapy for the players, the coaches, the environment, so that they will recover. No? Look, you cannot deny that fact. Because see, just recently, international friendly or international games or Mukoboye, Scotland are qualified for World Cup. And their captain, Robertson, in an interview mentioned Diogo Jota. Said born nobody in Diogo Jota because they had a conversation. Say the last World Cup went to me and Kobe, so this World Cup they will have to go. And Omutu Nina Akachi almost said they will have to go. You understand? So look, that emotional thing, no, I feel say
it affected him. No?
Liverpool penny force should have had a proper therapy for the players and for everybody around the club. That is what I feel.
You're correct, though. But then again,
yes, coach, yes, I know. Look, it's easy to look at what you see and pinpoint to it. I agree with you people. But I'm also looking at what you cannot see. The kind of things that destroy people, but we cannot see. Right? Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, sir, for them not to what? Get a proper therapy for these guys, you know. I think that I contributed to I contributed to their downfall. Look, when you lose to teams like Chelsea, Man United, Man City, even Arsenal, any other there, it's understandable. But when you lose to PSV, Eindhoven, like 4-1, this is not normal. Well, if there is no coach,
Anfield, and the mind blowing.
What I said. So look, let's see how it will go. Me at this stage, may sack him. But my hands are tied. When I was listening to Robertson, I brought Scotland for Denmark for a boy. You know. When I was listening to him, and the body language and the tonation, you know, I noticed, look, perhaps he is not that closer to Diogo Jota. Imagine Omo very closer to him. So yes, you can look at, what signing players, why I say so things must and talk about it, no problem. But I'm also looking at things that you cannot see, but it can also destroy people. And I mean, na afedi akachiri na yede abramo hana yede besi yakramo